OMI. Well, I guess we'll do Earth 2, and then we'll do a Grumpycat and 4chan update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. I would say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below, and super chats as well. And then become a member. There's lots of perks, and also raythax.dth domain name. Okay, we'll start off at 4chan, because there's not as much news with 4chan, but Pro the Doge has been going on and saying, oh, hey, guys, I am out of Mong, I'm out of a bunch of other of these meme coins, and he's like, listen, what I'm doing is he's only buying meme tokens with around $1 million market cap right now. So I've been shilling to him, like, listen, Pro the Doge, we're in together on Grumpycat. We want the same things for each other. You need to go get 4chan token. I'm telling this to Pro the Doge. It's like, you have your position in Grumpycat, so I'm not going to show you on that. You know, good for you. But you need to get into 4chan token. And we've had, I think, one conversation about it. I think it was on a Twitter space. And it's like, yeah, I've heard about it. And whenever he asked why, I was like, yes, I love that question. Whenever they ask why, whenever they ask what's so special about it, that's a buying question. I'm like, and I get this biggest smile on my face. Like, listen, contracts are announced. It's a complete community-driven token, same as Grumpycat. You have amazing people, amazing whales working behind the scenes to get these exchanges going, to get these amazing things going. Now, obviously, you have Grumpycat that's a little farther ahead than that, but 4chan is right behind them. Remember that episode of Rugrats where Tommy goes to the doctor and Tommy's like 2.5 feet tall, like whatever it is, and then the doctor says, oh, Michael Jordan, watch out, Tommy Pickles is right behind you. 4chan do be right behind that Grumpycat. 4chan actually had more volume than Grumpycat up until this morning. This morning, we had Grumpycat go and get $2.5 million in volume. That is about 4 times as much as OMI has. OMI being attached to Veve, Veve being a multi-billion-dollar company, is on a couple of exchanges, and Grumpycat outperformed it, at least as far as volume-wise. Let's see what the volume for OMI was today. Let me just go through this. This is why Grumpycat has some really good legs. This is why Grumpycat... All right, so OMI, right now, if I go and refresh this on the CoinGecko, had 593,000. So let's round that up to 600,000. Grumpycat has 4 times as much as volume as OMI. Astounding. And OMI has like $190 million market cap. Grumpycat has about $8 million market cap. Yeah, Grumpycat to the moon. I feel like because you saw Pepe get all these exchanges before OMI did, I could be like, okay, well, now that you have Pro the Doge and other big people that are really around, and one of the things that for Grumpycat, I'll get into the Veve and OMI stuff in a second. One of the things that I thought was really cool was last night. No, it was this morning, actually. Sheep Knight has 377,000 followers over on the Twitter, had gone and said, yo, Grumpycat looking like it's going to break out. And then suddenly you have $2.5 million in volume. Again, 4 times as much as OMI did. Anyway, speaking of OMI, we'll go on and take a look at this. Like I said, less than $600,000 in volume. Not great on the day. It's down 0%. So which is, not down, not up. That's fine. The market cap is actually really low. That's not right. It's not 165, is it? All right, let's do this real quick. Let's do 310 because it's 310 billion supply times 0.00061. Oh, $189 million market cap, give or take. So I was really close with the 190. Anyway, we have a couple of other things to go over here. My new whale, Boss Man. This is the good and bad thing about Veve, is that Veve is so good at marketing and so good at getting these licenses that it seems it's a very easy sell to get whales to go in. When I started working with this new whale about a month and a half ago, very easy sell for OMI, very easy sell for Veve, because you have all this amazing IP in one place, and OMI, it just makes sense to get it. When I tried to get him into Grumpycat, like, bro, get into Grumpycat, just throw like $5,000 in, just throw something small. And then he's just like, he's like, okay, well, what's like the utility with it? What can you do with it? I was like, well, right now, currently, same as OMI, nothing. But in the future, it's something that we'd work on. And it's like, oh, okay, well, what partnerships do they have? It's like, well, they have a tier 1 law firm, so that's pretty cool. They'll announce that. It's like, no, but what like IP do they have? Like, they don't really have any specific IP. It's not like, again, trying to compare anything to Veve and OMI is very, very hard. So unfortunately, he's not in. Now, that being said, I am responsible for about another 150,000 of other people's money going into Grumpycat. So this obviously, I would not ask my friends to do that unless they, unless I was behind it and I was sure that it was good. Same thing with Veve and OMI. Anyway, moving on to some other stuff that we had here. I don't know, from last night. No, that was that. All right, we're gonna have to go through a couple things real quick. Yep, they had released the Earth 2 stuff. So Shane Isaac said, attention raiders might also begin selling their auto target icons, starting with favicons. They should have been used to highlight good targets for their RC, and then slowly add more icons as their civilian XP levels up. So Shane also, somebody says, hey Shane, what a great update for civilians to raid, and for one of the best updates to date, in my opinion. As you can see, after feeding my civs on the first week, spending about 50,000 or so on red energy on properties, I'm still very close to 100,000 red saved and plan to keep saving. Hoping something good should come from the amount of red saved. Hopefully I will be raiding a rest today and believe there is so much more ether users aren't collecting, which is great for new users to buy tiles close and raid. Changes, all this stuff. Here's some 4chan stuff. Here's some Grumpycat stuff. My boy threw in another 3K in the Grumpycat last night. He's like, how much you put in? I was like, I put about 7, 8K, give or take. And it's like, yo, I'm going to put in another 3. Is that all right? He's like, yeah, man, do what you want. So he did that. I also posted on Facebook I've told people that if this meme coin reaches $100 million market cap, I'll get a Grumpycat tattoo. Here's the website to buy it if you want to. Be part of the reason why I get the thing. So yesterday, when I had posted, actually I posted 2 days ago, when Veve had announced Happy Tree Friends. For those of you that are unaware of what Happy Tree Friends are, it's these cute little cuddly animals. One has PTSD, one's a porcupine, and they kill and maim each other every single episode. And it's the most barbaric yet graceful thing I've ever seen. It's so good. It's definitely like R rating. I would say close to rated X, but definitely I think earns that R rating. And it has, I think, a lot of legs behind it. The most viewed video of it on YouTube has about 111 million views. So it definitely has quite a big cult following. Super excited to see where that goes. I have 300, how many gems do I have ready for this? Let's take a look-see. 337 gems ready to go for this tomorrow. Ready to get that bread. So when I posted no heckin' way, when I asked David Yu about X-rated stuff, he made it seem like it would never happen. Oh my heckin' goodness, this changes everything. And then David had responded, patience you must have. Poor David, anytime he wants to talk like Yoda, just to make a Yoda reference, because he's a fan of Star Wars, you have everybody going, Yoda confirmed. Does this mean Yoda? Guys, Star Wars month is over. Happy June 1st, by the way. I don't think that because him just making a reference to Yoda, I don't think that means that we're going to get him anytime soon. I would love that. I would love it if Grogu were to go and say something. We can get a Grogu one, see how he talks. Although I do think when talking about Yoda's species, like Yaddle talked in a fairly normal way. I feel like Grogu is going to also talk in a fairly normal way. I feel like Yoda speaking that way was just specific to Yoda, like not inherently his species. But again, that's just my opinion. We'll see what happens when Grogu comes in. These guys, 25 gems. Veve's going to make, I think, $90,000 on this drop. I'm not sure if it sells out right away, but that secret rare being like 550, give or take, I think that's pretty scarce. So I'm going to go for as many of the drops as I can, and we'll go from there. So Niddle goes over and says, my opinion as a successful business owner, top 100 while on Veve, successful collector and lover of nostalgia that takes me back to when I was a daydreaming kid, hashtag Veve official, hashtag collectors at heart. The rise of digital collecting has been explosive in recent years, and Veve Digital Collectibles is leading the way with its massive adoption and excellent business model. With the most and largest brands in the market, Veve has become the go-to platform for collectors who want to own unique, high-quality, and rare digital assets. Despite much FUD over self-custody, one of the reasons for Veve's success is its centralized and enclosed market. This means that collectors can be assured that they are buying authentic items. And then David Yu had responded, Heart the donkey? Heart the jackass? I don't know what... That says Heart the donkey, right? Right? Like that's what David had tweeted. Heart the donkey, Heart the jackass. Niddle, I don't think is a jackass. I think maybe he's referring to the haters being jackass. Anyway, I'm gonna move on past that. The United Arab Emirates and Hong Kong partner to strengthen crypto development and regulations. So, yeah, United Arab Emirates getting that Arab money into crypto. Let's go. I love this game. All right, we have Rhys that had updated the Veve and OMI community today on Telegram. Somebody was asking, hey, I still have some of my OMI that's on the Go chain. Can someone send me some Go token? And Rhys had sent you some Go token, fam. Should be around 0.2 Go token per transaction, so you have enough for a test or two as well. Be advised, when I asked David sometime last year, I was like, oh, hey, what else is on Veve's balance sheet? What other crypto? And he said, I was like, do you have any Bitcoin? Do you have any Ethereum? Do you have any of these things? And he said, well, actually, the only thing we have outside of OMI is a bunch of Go token because they had a bunch of Go OMI and they needed that for the gas fees. So that's why. Anyway, who's it? All right. So somebody says, Rhys, did you see how mood of the community increases when the price of OMI goes up? Trying to be a little facetious. And Rhys says, hey, Adrian, this is always the way in crypto land. People's moods and beliefs are based on token price, not fundamentals or product, etc. It also looks like most of the fudders have exhausted themselves lately too. It's nice to have a productive conversation again. Gotta love Rhys for that, for always being on the positive side. Speaking of being on the positive side, what I'm gonna ask every one of y'all to do, I am happy to see y'all, is smash that like button, because that's a way to keep me super positive. All right, where are we going here? Where was I? Photos? Okay, yeah. Somebody says, hello, sir. Do you know how we have DC cover girls in Veve? Are we ever going to get Marvel cover girls by any chance? I like where this guy's going. Rhys says, that's a great question, actually. Are they a standalone brand / product line like they are with DC? Or do you just mean women of the Marvel universe in general? Anyway, when somebody said it's similar to DC, Rhys says, well, in that case, I'd say it's a possibility, particularly if there is demand for their physicals. I'll hit the team about it in our next licensing chat and see if it's on the table. I don't know if there is. I honestly don't. Someone comment down below if there is like a Marvel cover girls thing the same way that there is with DC. I guess for Marvel, you would probably want... Oh, I gotta be careful when I say this. For Marvel cover girls, the way that you have like those DC pinup girls, you'd probably want... I mean, any of the girls are drawn voluptuously. But you'd probably want like... I don't know, like She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk's kind of hot. I think Lady Deadpool is drawn fairly seductively sometimes. I would say Captain Marvel. I would say Black Widow. Obviously, I would say... Oh, Captain Marvel has a couple of outfits. Again, we're going to have to go... I mean, there's a couple of Skrulls that look really nice, too. There's Cersei from the... Dude, Cersei from the Eternals. I know, like, the movie was bleh, and the Mighties are like, eh, but she gets it on with a lot of people, like, including Tony Stark. That dude, that man is such a legend. Such a legend. Anyway, comment down below if you know anything about that. Futures... Talking about, was there any integration with Immutable X, if I'm not mistaken? Isn't there a layer 2 sidechain on ETH I can get OMI on? And Rhys says that's correct. Veve NFTs are all minted on Immutable X, and you can bridge your OMI tokens to layer 2 using the Immutable X bridge to use them gas-free and purchase other NFTs that are available on Immutable X. But really, until utility is live in the app, there's not a whole lot you can do with them on layer 2. You can't purchase them directly on layer 2 yet, though. No side chains or otherwise, so just be aware of that. Be advised, over the last like 8 times I've bought OMI, it has not been on Bit4X. It has been on the Veve app. Like, Chavez, you can get OMI on the Veve app? Yes, you can. I'll go and show you exactly what I mean by this. If you go to the Veve app and you go to your wallet, you can see your OMI balance in there. I'm gonna show my OMI balance. And then when you hit send receive, you can get a QR code where someone can scan it and they can give you some OMI. And if you don't want to do that, there's an address that you could copy. And then when you copy it, you can send it to someone. Or if you want to send OMI, there's an option to scan somebody else's QR code or to paste their address in there, and you can send it as well. So a lot of times when FUD was at all-time high the past couple months, like, oh, y'all fed up with Veve? Has this ever happened to you? You're so stupid. No, I didn't say that. But I'd be like, oh, do you want to get out? Let me be your exit liquidity. And I would just buy it off them. It was great. Now, that being said, you can't do it on the app. Like, you can obviously buy and send, you can send stuff on the app and you can receive stuff on the app. But it has to be like a trustworthy thing. Like when I did it with, let's say, Biscuits. Biscuits sent me the OMI, and I don't know if I gave her USDT or I PayPal'd her. I think I gave her USDT. A lot of other people that had sent me their OMI. So I would do it the way they would send to me first, just because, Veve celebrity, and I would be like, oh, okay, like, I'm not going to screw you. Like, any no name in the community, like, okay, I don't know you. You could just take it and run. But when they would send it to me, I'd be like, okay, send it to me, and then I'll send you the funds. It always worked out. If you want like an escrow, I could probably do that. I'm a bit busier nowadays, but if you want an escrow, if you have someone that's looking to sell or someone's looking to buy, vice versa, and but you don't really know each other, let me know. I'll 100% do that for you. It is okay by the TOS. The TOS says you're not allowed to do off-app transactions for any of the NFTs or any of the products that Veve offers. But Veve does not offer that product of OMI yet. So I asked David when he was on the stream last, and he's like, no, we don't offer that, so that's fine. You can do whatever. I was like, my man, David, the man. I freaking love that man so much. What is FUD? Okay, so Johnny Blaze, love that name, says, what is FUD? As a member, you should try not to speak about FUD. Try to answer questions and let people decide if they will FUD or not. Don't you think FUD is mainly created by the Veve team? What happened with the Veveverse mid-April call in late March? After so many missed deadlines and no more deadlines, you put deadline again, which was crazily optimistic to meet. Like if there was a drinking game on how many times to say FUD in one sentence, I'd be, whew. Anyway, Rhys says, Veve put out an announcement on their Twitter a week or so ago with updates about the Veveverse. It's the best place to stay up to date if you don't already follow them or aren't in the Discord. We've pushed the timeline back to next quarter for beta testing, talking about the Veveverse, saying, and we will continue to update on socials as progress continues. Let me find the tweet for you. Hold up. And then he finds the tweet for him. And he says, thanks. This is the way. And Rhys says, agreed. We're making good progress on that front. Mitch recently put out a post-mortem after the rollout of Burning and Crafting 2, if you missed it. I really wish they hadn't done that. And I'm not saying like, oh, Chavez, you're saying like Veve shouldn't be accountable for their actions. I'm saying that people and companies make mistakes, especially when they're doing 8 million things at once. And if you want to go and say, oh, Veve should report to us every time they make a mistake, we'd be here all freaking day. Like, their time and their skills, which they only have so much time. We all have only 24 hours in a day. That should be used towards other things. Oh, mistake, correct it, boom, go. Maybe one tweet saying, hey, we recognize this. We fixed it now. To put a lot of effort into that post-mortem, I feel like that sets a precedent where every time they miss something or something messes up, they can't just be like, oh, hey, we fixed it, done. They have to go out and type something. Now, again, maybe that's just a one-time thing to pacify people. I hope it was, in this FUD full bear market. But yeah, like, they have a lot of stuff to do. I really wish none of them would go and have to be tasked to type that up. Like, again, there's a lot of other things they could and should be doing. But again, that's just my opinion. And he says, it's on the new Veve blog as well. When T-Rex on wheels. And Rhys says, I feel like the RoboCop ED209 is the closest we've gotten to that. So he didn't say that it won't be coming. He just said that, the closest we have to that is the ED209. So he says, on a more serious note, any inside news on the drivable pieces evolving into racing? And Rhys says, no inside news. Sorry, fam. I think LiDAR tech needs to be more readily available in smartphones or glasses before it's really practical. I have seen some pretty sweet example videos flying around lately, though. Take note when he says flying around. I think he chose those words very carefully. And also be advised, when he's talking about racing and he's talking about LiDAR, they're not talking about in the Veveverse. That could very well already be done. When he's talking about LiDAR, he's talking about, oh, hey, stuff that's in your house, that's on the street, which is fine if it's clear weather, but be advised, as soon as it gets cloudy or rainy or foggy, LiDAR hecks up way too bad. That's why Tesla doesn't use it. because again, what good is LiDAR when you're like, it's good in space when there's no weather, but it's not good down here. Like people that are, those car companies trying to use LiDAR for their full self-driving has got to be the most retarded thing I've like ever seen. Anyway, moving on. We're going to go and Rhys says, Adrian says, Rhys, don't you know that Veve app doesn't work in Ukraine? And I can't download in the Apple market because it's lost. I don't have Rhys's response to that. No, I don't have a response to that. But basically for that, unfortunately, you just have to wait. Maybe use I don't know if I would use a VPN. That might be bad in the future. I don't know why I don't have Rhys's response to that. Anyway, somebody else says, makes sense. My Lambo keeps disappearing under the pavement. Rhys says, yeah, that'll happen. I think it's only the newest smartphones that actually have that capability and occlusion. Not sure if yours can do that. Basically adds a field of depth to your AR that lets you place a collectible behind real-world objects around corners, etc., and have them appear correctly. Are we due for any OMI and Veve updates? Here we go. And Rhys says, hey, mate, I bloody hope so. Ha 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 ha. The comms are in Mitch's hands right now, changing the strategy a bit as how and when we deliver information, rather than trying to provide everything ahead of time before it's built, and then having to change the details if they're not possible or practical. In saying that, he's very aware that we said we'd be putting information out, so it shouldn't be too much longer before we do, and you can guarantee I'll be talking about it as soon as we do. That is my Rhys impression. Are we waiting for the monthly update? Rhys says, let me ping Alex and find out for you, fam. I don't know if he ever found out for us. Sounds good. I just got Uniswap, 1-inch or sushi swap on ETH to work with until then. Rhys says, correct. If you want to use a DEX, I don't know how much liquidity there is on Uniswap pool, but there seems to be enough that the slippage isn't too bad. I'd probably still recommend a CEX for anything big, though. Agreed. Same. Everyone's saying like, oh, you could just use Uniswap. You just use this. So like, okay, well, you have to have liquidity in there. We're trying to make like a $10,000 purchase. Sometimes, you know, the liquidity pools just don't have it. We're looking forward to lotto drops. Rhys says the waitlist drop, you mean? Hello, Rhys, there's still plans for yes, accessories are part of the OMI to NFT product roadmap. That would be in the options used. Okay. OMI to NFT still on track for this. For this month, Rhys says it was one of the objectives for the quarter as the new engineering team onboarded and started working on everything OMI related. It won't be delivered this month though. Just to temper expectations appropriately, I'm expecting Mitch to probably update everyone on its progress and what to expect in the next few weeks, as it falls under the product roadmap now. If I have more info on that though, I'll share it. Like I said, Q3. Well, honestly, I'm going to say Q4 for OMI to NFT, but if they want to go and roll that out in Q3, obviously more than welcome. I just want to, you know, if Veve says Q3, I'm going to say Q4. But, you know, they've already delayed it a little bit, so I'll wait and see what happens with that. This code, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess they released the code to production a couple weeks ago. So I'd say it won't be long before there's a test drop going for... When he's talking about test drop, he's talking about, like, the wait list. Says it won't be long for the test drop. Veve Socials, Twitter will be the best place for that info, though, so good for that. What's the next steps for Veve? Rhys says drop waitlist is up next, and obviously OMI utility is being worked on alongside that, alongside the Veveverse. But for Veve features specially, I know they're working on ways to actually spend your MCP points. Huzzah! So I'd call that the main objective on that front. Outside of that, Mitch will be the best guy to speak to for the next round of objectives and priorities, which I'd expect from him at around the end of the month, so probably around the end of June, maybe early July. Plan is to share quarterly objectives from here on so people know what to expect. Okay, so I guess no more monthly updates. I guess we're looking at the quarterly updates, which I'm not going to lie, I think that's a little bit better. He says, yeah, CryptoPan is disabled right now because of limitations with Wire. They really got hit with all the crypto blowups last year and haven't been able to offer the same services since. When we have completed the onboarding of a new payment provider, it should come back online. Gotta bounce, fam. I'll drop back in later if I get a chance, and if not, talk to y'all soon. Love that, man. I have a couple of other things to go over, but I'm already 25 minutes in, so let me go to Foster Hilt's beautifully written message to Paul Barron before. Let me go and... Foster Hilt says, quote, Veve is dead, unquote. Since the beginning of 2023, the Paul Barron Network has been targeting Veve in an apparent attempt to undermine their platform, while subsequently propping up or promoting several other collectible companies in the space. At first, comments made by Paul Barron Network were easy to ignore and did not warrant a response. Seeing other companies receiving praise or attention could be used to light a fire under Veve to innovate and grow. A rising tide does lift all ships. However, as 2023 has progressed, there has been a clear and repetitive escalation of comments made by PBN towards Veve, attacking both direction and credibility of the platform, and culminating in the statement by Paul that said Veve is dead. Foster says, this statement comes on the heels of Paul sharing a clip from his video, Veve Becomes Anti-Web3, wherein speculation occurs on potential delays and scaling issues within Veve. This video was released 1 month after the April 2023 Veve community update, in which Veve addressed concerns with several areas of their development, including the onboarding of new teams in key areas of growth and engagement. You all remember that quite fondly. Foster says, Paul Barron Network further perpetuates the anti-Web3 narrative while sharing a clip from Yat Su, who is the chairman of Animoca Brands, who discusses his belief that Web 2.5 companies are not needed to onboard people to Web3. Su does not mention Veve in his clip, but Paul Barron Network does make a point to specifically reference Veve as the target of Su's comments. Paul Barron Network also goes on to tag several brands, including Animoca Brands, as well as Quid and Mochaverse, both of which are founded or funded by Animoca. Su goes on to state that the mechanisms to bridge people from Web 2 to Web 3 is financial literacy. However, Su also notes that only 1 to 3% of the world is financially literate, which clearly illustrates the massive barrier to entering Web3 that currently exists. At the time, I had drafted a response to Paul Barron Network speaking on the barriers to entry, and having an avenue such as Veve to onboard users who needed the extra education could coexist alongside fully native Web3 options, which already exist in the space. I'll read that now. Foster says, it's a pretty naive take to assume that people can just be educated and onboarded seamlessly without providing the masses the tools to bridge the gaps that currently exist. He talks about how everyone has a bank account, which they do not. A lot of poor people cannot afford bank accounts. This is why I really like Square. I really like Venmo. Square's Cash App goes, and they're really good with the unbanked. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. It says, but not everyone knows how to invest. Again, you can have a bank account, not know how to invest. The solution is to teach and educate people on how to invest. You don't just give them a brokerage account and say good luck. To ignore the iterative process needed to bridge the existing gaps is a disservice to the space as a whole. When I first got into crypto, it took me several YouTube videos, asking on social media, and losing or misplacing funds in order to buy. The masses already have misconceptions about Web3, crypto, and NFTs to begin with. A certain amount of hand-holding and warming people up to things is always a good idea. It's not as if projects don't exist in Web3 that allow people to fully onboard and integrate immediately, but there is no reason why projects that provide users with a stepping stone is a bad thing. Veve has sold 8 million digital collectibles over a period of 2.5 years, and there's obviously a user base who enjoys the project for what it is. Could there be improvements and bridges towards a more Web3-centric ideology? Of course, but my mom doesn't have time to learn to set up a MetaMask, buy crypto, deal with gas fees, and deal with a private key and self-storage. She'll use her credit card to buy Winnie the Pooh in a few minutes because she likes it though. Disappointing take, Paul. He goes on to say, Paul Barron Network appears to support the view of Su, but upon further investigation, it's clear that this goes directly against assertions that Paul himself makes about the Web3 landscape and the ability to onboard users in the space easily. Alongside the Paul Barron Network, Paul is also the CEO and founder of Rever Networks Incorporated, founded in 2015. Paul still lists himself as a CEO on LinkedIn. Rever focuses on blockchain technology, metaverse, NFT, and crypto gaming, connecting companies to the next generation of technology. On their website, Rever offers consulting services for organizations looking to navigate the complex world of Web3, and they understand that the transition from Web 2 to Web 3 can be challenging. While reviewing these tweets written by Paul Barron about Veve in 2023, I observed that Paul Barron Network also began to cover several projects owned or funded by Animoca brands such as Quid and Cryptoys. Examples. Before the start of 2023, Paul Barron Network mentioned or interacted with Animoca Brands, a company founded in 2014, 0 times on their platform. From January 1st to today's date, Animoca Brand has been mentioned 14 times. Before the start of 2023, Paul Barron mentioned or interacted with Quid, owned by Animoca, around since 2017, 0 times on their platform. From January 1st to today's date, Quid had been mentioned 12 times. Before the start of 2023, Paul Barron Network had interacted with Yat Su, chairman of Animoca, 0 times on his platform. From January 1st to today's date, Su has been mentioned 27 times. Before the start of 2023, Paul Barron Network mentioned or interacted with Cryptoys, created in 2021 by On-Chain Studios, and receivers of a $23 million funding round by investors, including Animoca, 0 times on the platform. From January 1st to today, Cryptoys had been mentioned 7 times. Paul Barron Network cites their biggest issue with Veve, that being the project is anti-Web3. On March 30th, 2023, Veve released their monthly community update, which included feedback on interoperability, which is part of our long-term objectives. Paul Barron Network released a video about Cryptoys on May 19th, referring to it as everything we've been asking for a long, long time. To date, Cryptoys has no secondary marketplace, no cash out of funds, no self-custody, and no interoperability of assets. I will say, give them a minute. Hopefully they will get that. On May 5th, Paul Barron Network released a ranking of different platforms in the digital collectible NFT space and ranked the projects on several different categories. Flowverse, Quid, and Wax all beat out Veve on their overall rankings. All 3 are funded by Animoca. Is Veve dead? No. Veve has sold 8.4 million digital collectibles and comics to over 650,000 users across the globe, netting hundreds of millions in the proceeds for their business, as well as major licenses such as Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Lamborghini, and hundreds of others. While every drop might not sell out immediately, or sometimes even at all, Veve continues to build despite market sentiment, consumer confidence, or any or many other factors that affect a company's ability to be successful in this emerging market. A certain amount of criticism is rightly deserved, and there are many things that Veve can do better, but the one thing the project has and will continue to have over every other company in the space is the community that it has built. By every objective and measurable metric, Veve is not dead. It never was dead. It's not dying, and so long as the community supports it, it never will. Something tells me Paul is going to be regretting his decision for a long, long time. Mic drop, Foster Hill. So yeah, that was a nice 32 minutes we had there with just me talking. My voice hurts, so I'm going to get to comments right now, and I'm going to drink some water. Comment down below your favorite part of the thing. Was it the Veve and OMI stuff? Was it the Grumpycat stuff? Was it the Earth 2 stuff? Was it the 4chan stuff? Let me know. Let me help you. Help me help you. All right, Zafacer saying 140. Yeah. General 69 says, let's go. General 69, you had floored a bunch of things. I don't know what they were. But it was something that you had floored. Aw. Lady friend saying I look cute. Thanks, fam. Lady friend is nice. Okay. There is questions about influencer Veve boxing. That's fine for everyone else. You know I'll destroy everyone else, right? Like that's just not even up for debate. Anyway, we got a super chat from My Collectibles saying that this is great reporting and info. Why thank you, My Collectibles. You are. I love the new logo too. What's that? MC Michael. Ooh, that looks good. That looks nice. Nice, Mike. Yeah, the logo on the secondary, I think it goes from 3,000 to like 4,200, right? Give or take. See what that is. Yeah, it goes from 3,099 to 4,200. Would somebody please just buy that logo? So we have a $4,200 floor. That'd be nice. Yeah, General 69. You have something in the market. It's like boom, 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 boom. You listed a bunch of them. APB Bulldog says, yo, 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 what up, APB Bulldogs? Maybe I should go live tomorrow for this drop for. Oh, I have to work tomorrow. I have so much stuff I need to do tomorrow. If you notice, that big thing is not in the background. I am flattening it. I am putting it in a thing. That is the Predator project. I'll show you a quick thing. I'll show you a quick photo here real quick. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. This is my friend Steve Cannon, who's an amazing wildlife photographer. This is I think it's a 3 foot by 4 foot thing. You could see, I don't know if you could really see that. It's a wolf chewing down on a little pork chop from like a buffalo. There's another, I think it's a coyote or another wolf in the background. There's crows everywhere. It's just death and destruction. It's so cool. Normally he makes like one of 11s or one of 12s, and they usually sell for about 15K. This is one of 3, and I have one. And the other 2 are up for sale. If you do buy one, you get a free NFT. If you buy the NFT, you get a free poster. They are super, super scarce. Let me know if you want one. The next ones in the Predator project will be more expensive, And these are the first, and these ones for the NFTs, we will not be doing a 10% fee on the every time the NFT sells. We'll do like a 4 or 5% fee, give or take. Moving on. Jonathan Aaron says, "My dude, my man." Lori Brenner says, "Hi, Randy. What's up, Lori?" I know you probably aren't looking at this right now because this is 35 minutes later. But hello, Lori. Doge Nation says, "Who farted?" What's up, Doge Nation? How's it going, fam? I love Doge. Well, there is I was gonna say we should make a fart token. There is a fart token. I actually have a little bit of it. The fart token is by I Am Rena. I Am Rena is extraordinarily educated and competent in Web3, in crypto. They are very, very smart. They're a friend of the Feesh project. Link down below to mint a Feesh. That's one of my favorite secondary projects as well. Yeah. Legacy Bermuda says, "Let's go, fam. Let's go." XJI says, "Yo. Delco Dude says, "Hope everyone is having a great day." Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty heckin' good. I have, let's see what the Grumpycat was doing. Yeah, Grumpycat. I can't believe it. That it had, a little bit here, a little bit here. Boom! Somewhat like 2.5 million in volume. 2.9 million in volume in the last 24 hours, which is heckin' dope. Oh, wow. We had a big buy and sell order just recently. Someone bought 75K and someone dumped 75K right at that moment. Oh my god, that wicked up nice. But yeah, the 2.5 million, almost $3 million volume, not too shabby. We keep this up. They will probably do. They haven't officially come out with the tier 1 law firm yet, even though we know they have it. They just haven't come out with the name. They haven't officially announced it yet. Maybe they might wait for that in order to do an exchange, or maybe do the exchange, and then I don't know. There's just going to be a bunch of things going to be happening this weekend. There's a bunch of spaces, always things going around. It's prime. It's ready to go. It's ready to pop off. It's ready to pop off like Vesuvius. I can't wait. I'll be taking a little bit of profits here and there. I'm such an ever see 12 Angry Men, where there's this one guy that happens to agree with the last person that speaks, and I feel like, okay, I'm gonna be smart, I'm gonna take a little bit of profit at 30 million, 50 million, but then I have a couple of friends say like, yo, I'm not gonna take profit till 70 million. Like, are you kidding me? You want a 10x before you take any profit? And like, well, I kind of just want to take out my original investment. I was like, what? And also, when this does reach $100 million market cap, I don't want to be have 5K left. I want to have a lot of money left in that. I want to have at least 30K left in there when it reaches that $100 million market cap. Because if I'm going to get a Grumpycat tattoo, I'm not doing it just I'm not exiting before that. Not exiting my full position before that anyway. We shall move on. Where was I? We have Legacy Bermuda says, "Let's go, fam." Stephen Duarte says, "Hello, Mr. Randy." Oh, why, hello, Stephen. Hope you're doing well. Lucady Dukady says, "VV Burn, more comics." Not sure if anyone's noticed. What comics, Lucady Dukady? What comics, man? I need to. I feel like this guy Wangari. It's like, I need to know. I forget what he asked someone if they had a girlfriend, and he's like, I need to know, cause I need to know. I was like, Wangari, basic training was really weird. In terms of that low edition, fresh VV edition sizes, keeping in mind some will get lost, locked from forgotten wallets. It would suck not to have something special for having all 100. I think we've had the lowest editions for the black and white series that we'll see. Okay, moving on. Where was I? Theodore says, which ones? Yeah, no. Oh, Nova and Hulk. Okay, Nova. I think I have one of them. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Let's take a look. See at the comics. Like us on Facebook. Come on. Why are my comics not live? I hate it when that happens. Okay, all right. X back in. I'm gonna go back in. Try to X out and go back in, but it's not working. Okay, let me try to X out of the VV app as a whole and then go back in. And I'll try to look for the Nova and Hulk comics. Look at Lucy. Yep, 5 or 6 of them. Ooh, interesting. My collectibles is, let's go, Randy. Meow, meow, meow. Hi. Oh, God. Excuse me. Luka Doogie says, some are about 5K runs now. Worth a look. Definitely. Okay, comics. What do you say, Nova and Hulk? And also, which Hulk? There's a lot of Hulks. I don't even know if I have a Nova. I could have sworn I guess I don't. I guess I don't. Okay, we're gonna go in the market. We don't even. All right, we're just gonna go Nova, comics. There's 5,000 or so in the store, and 3,000 burned editions. Yo. First appearance of Cosmo. Richard Rider is burnt to a crisp. Obviously not the Cosmo that we all know and love, like the the dog. Speaking of which, we got to go over that. So as after 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today, people had started to sell Cosmo, and Cosmo, I said would go down to around $90, but has actually held up to a bit above that, and is down to why is Veve out now? Okay, there we go. It's 100 gems right now. It was 115 before in the gym. It's 100 right now. I want to buy a sub 100 so bad. I won't, but I want to. But it's at 100, so it dropped about 66%, which was a lot. This was up to 300. It was over 300 at one point. Oh, do it. Also, wait, hold on. I gotta say, YouTube. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Where was I? The 616. Okay, sorry. The 84 616, the 175. You can get one for 159. I don't know if that's really worth it. I mean, I guess it is. It's only 59% above. So I guess it's fine. I just, I don't know. I feel like I would use that towards other stuff, like the Happy Tree Friends drop. The Happy Tree Friends drop tomorrow. Can't wait for that. Omar Kasaje says, "Hey y'all, hey now, this is what dreams are made of." Omar Kasaje says, "Great day for me that I hit 5 comics today. That one is secret rare and got uncommon from Flash, first appearance comic from DC Palm." Yo, awesome. Omar getting a secret. There's a couple people I know that hit the Gwen Stacy secret rare. They're calling her Spider Woman in the movies now, just because if you called her Spider Gwen, they would figure out pretty quickly who she is, if they call it. But so they're calling her Spider Woman, which is fine. I really, really want to see when they do the live action, because most of these characters from these Across the Spider-Verse movies will probably wind up in Secret Wars. If you didn't know that, the origin for Miles Morales came from a Community episode where Donald Glover had worn a Spider-Man shirt. Oh, I forget his name. It's like Benedict. Whoever the creator of Miles Morales is, had said, "Oh, I want to make a character based on Donald Glover's Spider-Man." And someone's like, "Oh," and for those that don't know, Sleepin can tell you better than I can. There was a huge backlash when they introduced Miles Morales as Spider-Man, because he was brown, is not Peter Parker. It's anyway. And then, well, what happened? It became a fan favorite. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves him. Anyway, moving on. Vivi Wheels says, "What up, homie? Yo, what up, Wheels?" Spider Pan says, "Was good, Randy. Up to 548 Plutos. My God, man. You freaking mad lad. I gotta take a picture of that." Okay. Okay, there we go. Got the picture. Wow, closed in on 218 sets today. 4,400 total collectibles and comics. Hit Spider-Gwen secret rare comic on the drop. Got 2K or so on Grumpycat today. Get that bread. Sorry. Just like uncontrollable flailing of the other extreme. Anyone remember that that he did a recent video, like an update video, where it's like, "Hello, salud," or Numa, and then he started going like that. I just reminded myself of that. That was a really good video. My voice is gone. Wes says, "Grumpycat looking bullish." Doobie looking bullish though. Oh, can't wait. I mean, first you really want to stay above a $10 million market cap. Then you go 25, 35, 50, until we find all 59 and take back the square. Yeah, it's a reference from 2 different things. One is from Gilmore Girls, the other one I forget. My Collectibles, thank you so much for the super chat, saying this is great reporting and info. Thank you so much. I do try. I try. Sometimes I'm unsuccessful, but I feel like sometimes I do okay. Kumo says, "Look at the logo secondary. Oh, it looks so sweet. He's so bittersweet. She knocks me off my feet." Ivar N says, yo, 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 what's the best why at this time to buy OMI looking to purchase another bag of OMI? Okay, all right, all right. I mean, honestly, I would say now's a really good time. I mean, it almost never goes below 0006 again. And you had all these people like, oh yes, I totally believe that only goes to 0004 and below because invisible lines on the chart tell me so. And it's not like if you could probably do that with some things of Bitcoin, things that aren't, but when you have OMI that has less than $600,000 in volume, any Yahoo with 100 grand can fudge up that chart in unforeseen ways. So the charts really aren't going to tell you much for this low cap crypto, which is also why I really like Grumpycat. There was a buddy of mine that wanted to put in 300 grand into Grumpycat. I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot. It would have taken forever to do. He wound up only doing 25K, which is still a large amount, but yeah. And then another buddy of his put in 10K. So we're like, all right, let's go. But yeah, so there's a lot of money, and so there's a lot of my whales that have gone into Grumpycat. There's a lot of people from Saitama, from Pepe, from other places that are going to Grumpycat. A couple of those people had gone into 4chan as well, so we're kind of seeing which one goes up first. I think obviously Grumpycat will go up first. I think 4chan will be a nice solidary second. So when it does go up, and if 4chan happens to stay down around this point, I'll just put a little bit more into 4chan, because that's what I do. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so Ivar, and listen, I already have 172 million OMI. If you think that when I sell those next two things of the Predator project at 15K each, and I get some of my share, that's going into OMI. You think that the Grumpycat, if it goes up to $100 million market cap, I have to get a tattoo. You think I'm not going to reward myself with some OMI? I will have 200 million OMI before the end of the year. Remember when Qui-Gon Jinn goes to Anakin, you will become a Jedi. I promise you. Now, does he go a little off the rails soon after he becomes a Jedi? Absolutely. But he does it. So I will say the same thing with OMI and me. Judah Lyon says, hey Randy, the leaders of 4chan token would really like to do a video with you explaining exactly what's up with the 4chan token and why we're on the rise. Let us know if you're interested. Much respect. Yeah. Let me go and go to the Telegram of the 4chan, Dr. Rip Studwell. About to pump it. Yep, let's go. Okay. Let me go and take a picture of this. And then I'll be like, okay, one of the leaders DM me so we can do this. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Where am I? Final line says, Julian, yo, Randy, do this if this guy for real. 4chan token for the win. So I did already actually have a conversation with one of the leaders of there. We haven't actually gone on YouTube. We just had a phone call on Telegram the other day, kind of just saying, oh, hey, guess what? This is he told me that they were doing, they were going to make a new Twitter. So, and then eventually when they released it, like, oh, hey, he said he was doing this. I guess he's for real. Mentioned that, yeah, they have that donation wallet so that they can go and get on exchanges. Which ones are they going to get? I don't know. I don't even know if he knows, even if that's been discussed. If it has, cool. Like I said, every time Pro the Doge or anyone goes to say, what's the best meme coin? I immediately put in Grumpycat and I put in 4chan token. When Pro the Doge already has a big bag of Grumpycat, says, hey, show me your next meme coins that are around $1 million market cap, I always say, oh, well, the closest, best one that's close to $1 million market cap is 4chan token. Anyway, that's just me to him type of deal. I'm not, not financial advice. Mark Lewski says, did you like Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I feel it's lost its charm. Okay, all right, hold on. I need a drink for this. So Guardians 1, I loved. I hadn't had that much fun at a Guardians of the Galaxy movie I hadn't had that much fun in a movie in general in a long time. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was amazing, and I didn't think I'd like it. I never really read them growing up, so I didn't really know the characters, and then I fell in love with them. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the first time I saw it, this is 2017 was a bad time. I was just out of the military. It's just not a good time mentally. And then this girl that the first person outside the military to show me affection. She wasn't free a lot. She messaged me in the middle of the movie. I was like, "Hey, you free?" So I had to like leave in the middle of the movie because I wanted to. Anyway, eventually I saw it on Disney Plus. The second movie I just didn't like that much. It was still good. Like I think I watched it one more time after that. Guardians 1 I've watched several times. The third one, yeah, that was it was really good. Like that should get a bunch of nominations and awards for Oscars, Golden Globes. It was funny. I really wish Rocket was in more. Like one of the things that we kind of missed out on in this movie was a lot of Rocket's humor. Like it's his story. It's his, the culmination of things happening around him. But just you know, but it was also very sad, and not for the reasons that you think, and I really try to limit the amount of time where I feel that way. Like I actually cried in the movie, and I was like, oh, my friend Mike wouldn't notice. I was like, you remember in the movie I Care a Lot, where this woman that Peter Dinklage is warring with, she like spits in his face, so he goes, ugh, and then he punches her right in the face. It was amazing. And then he says, "I'm sorry about that. I much prefer to be calm." I was like, I totally get that. Totally get much preferring to be calm. I prefer to kind of keep like a baseline. I don't like to get too emotional. So I don't actually think I'll ever see that movie again. And if I do, I will skip right through the sad parts. When people watch Lord of the Rings and they watch it, but they skip the Frodo and Sam parts? That'll be me in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Instead of skipping the Frodo and Sam parts, I will skip the sad parts because I have no desire of feeling like I skipped the Vormir scene. That's for a whole different reason with Black Widow, because it's a long story. I was engaged to a woman named Nastascia, and the similarities were very eerie. Anyway, Guardians 3 I thought was actually, it was a very good movie, especially for people that like that like uppity people, they'll really love it. I think Guardians 1 is still my favorite. I'll say this, in the same way that I know that Avatar: The Last Airbender flows better and is objectively a better show than Korra. I like Korra better. Korra is my favorite. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is my favorite Guardians, but I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is a better like movie. It's more put together. You have a bunch of other stuff there. But again, Guardians 1 is still my favorite. Anyway, where was I? Smarty Pan says, when people get Fandango VV promo code, speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, audit hasn't come through yet. Yeah, so every like 6 months, VV does something with AMC, or they do it with any of these movie websites or companies. The last two in most recent history outside of Guardians was Thor: Love and Thunder. There's like 5, out of the 1,090 Thor: Love and Thunder posters, only 537 were minted. Out of those 537 that were minted or redeemed because of the codes that you get, my friend Ernie and his brother-in-law Mike, they have half the supply. I will say that again. Out of the 537 or so of them that are out there, 2 people own half of the supply. Freaking wild. On the Black Panther aspect, the Black Panther Wakanda Forever poster, there's less than 150 of those. Out of the 1,090 that were available to mint or redeem the code, there's like 1/10 of them. For Guardians of the Galaxy, I reported on this way before VV ever posted anything, and VV didn't put it in a video, they didn't put it in an update. They sent out one tweet, "Hey guys, Fandango, Guardians of the Galaxy," and then immediately moved on to something else. So VV did not do a very good job at all about highlighting this. The only way, unless you saw that tweet, the only way you're able to know is if you really watch my videos. I'm I pat myself on the back for that. Yeah, but that's, but oddly enough, if you go on VV, you are allowed to mint them today. Like, you are allowed to take your promo codes that you were given by Fandango if you were to receive one. You were allowed to do that today, but there were no people that had redeemed. So I don't know if there are people that, yeah, look, 1,090, none of them are there. I don't know what happened with this. I would say less people did this than of any other Marvel thing. So I would say it's possible you have less than 100 of these. So I've been looking for them sporadically throughout the day. I've been going for that market. If any are listed at all, boom, getting it, because there's gonna be so few of them. Laura Brenner says, love how Foster broke down the number of mentions on the Paul Barron network. Now we see why he and Kyle are doing what they are. Laura got this. Says, it must be the money. When looking for life on other planets, scientists say follow the water. When looking for the reasons why behind people do things, corruption, journalists say follow the money. Laura, you're 100% correct. It must be the money. Sam says, thank you. Yeah. G-Flow says, Randy, I need some bullishness on OMI. Give me some price predictions, please. I feel like that meme, you know, where that kind of chunky black guy is in a yellow suit behind the tree, and he's like, and then you see all those memes about it, be like, millennials waiting for the housing market to crash. You know, no, I'm not, houses, I don't know if I can do. When you go and you take a look at what OMI is right now and what it can become, you don't just go there in a straight line. You'll yeah. And how many of those upticks are we going to have? There's going to be a lot. I mean, OMI to NFT is going to be the first one. BVverse and OMI to accessory is going to be another. Exchanges are another. And I think it's very conceivable that we get all three of those this year. Now, OMI to land, probably not going to get till next year. OMI to ticket, like the bronze tickets, or whatever they're going to call it, probably not until next year. Most of the things we won't get until next year, but OMI's been looking to run for a while. There has been no marketing for the token whatsoever. I honestly think that if they want to rebrand to the VV token, I think now would be a pretty good time. I know they didn't want to in the past, because like, oh, we have this Immutable X thing going, we have this going, we, want to keep it separate. I mean, why keep it separate? I mean, I get it, because you want to have, yes, you want to have it used for VV, but also every single new whale I bring into crypto, and like, what's a gas fee? What's slippage? You mean out of this $10,000, I only get to invest $9,000? Because like right off the bat, it's like, yes. Because especially when the everything's all clogged because everyone's trying to trade Pepe, everyone's trying to trade the new meme coin. Yeah, gas fees can suck. OMI on layer 2, nothing. There's literally no gas fees when you send 100,000 OMI or 9 million OMI. I've done both on the VV app. No gas fees at all. I feel like we put up with gas fees because, like we just accept it. That's like the way it's always been. I guarantee you at some point in the future, when we have big institutional money getting in, they're not going to stand for gas fees. They're going to put hundreds of millions of dollars into a crypto or something that again, layer 2s, when you have layer 3s, you're going to have so many of these things that are like no gas fees. I think OMI's ahead of the curve with that. But yeah, like if I talked to Steve Cannon, the guy that we were doing those two posters for, you can pay an OMI. We'd rather you pay an OMI, because if you pay an ETH, a lot of gas fees. OMI, no gas fees. Well, at least on layer 2, there's gas fees for OMI if you're looking at the ERC20 OMI. That's layer 1. Layer 2 on the VV app, there are no gas fees. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? Price prediction. Oh yeah. But so the price predictions, by the end of the year, I would say between 002 and 003, and that's like, like a 4x, maybe even a 5x from here. I feel like, me getting to like $500,000 again, probably be pretty nice. I'd really like that. Could we go to half a penny? And could I get 200 billion? If we go to half a penny, I'm at 200 million OMI. Millionaire again. That'd be great. I would love to have been a millionaire 3 years in a row. If we can do that, I'm all in. It really depends on how much OMI I can get, how much Grumpycat goes up, how much 4chan goes up, how well I do at my job. I did just go back recently to work the last month and a half, 2 months ago, in April, month and a half. So it really depends. But I would say, as the bull market starts, what's it going to start? I don't know. But as that starts, I feel like we're getting really, really close to it. You could really see OMI run. And next year, again, I have $15,000 in bets telling people, like, oh, hey, we're going to hit 1 cent next year. And there are two people, one's betting $10,000, another one's betting $5,000, that are betting against me, that are saying, no, it's not. And so, if it does hit that penny next year, which I'm sure it will, 15. Well, at that point, if it hits a penny, what am I gonna take? Buy another million OMI with $10,000? Give the other five? No, at that point, I might just liquidate some. At that point, if I have, I'll have most likely taken some profit before then, because at a penny, that'd be $2 million. That'd be nuts. I'd probably take some profit before then, but we shall see. Excited. Okay. And then I would say, that's still like kind of the start of the bull market. I think in 2025, I think it's possible to hit 10 cents. Steve Fountain says, hi, Randy. Getting very excited for Monday's Apple event. Apple AR VR headset could be a game changer for Web3 technology. Let's go. I will make a video about Meta as well. Meta, they announced their headset, which I think is inferior to Apple's in every way. But they announced their new one, and they actually have an Ecto 1 in there. I'll make a video about that at some point. XJI says, XDDDD. Mark Dolevsky says, is because of animal cruelty, I guess. Wait, what are we talking about? Are we talking? Oh, okay. We're talking about Guardians. Well, no. I mean, yeah, did that suck to watch? Yeah, but no. I'll tell you, the part that got me, it was when, spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, all right. So come back in 1 minute. It was when Rocket dies and he goes at the pearly gates and he sees his friends, and he didn't care about dying. He's like, my friends, in Aragon in Return of the King, where Frodo, Pippin, all the hobbits, they kneel before the king. He's like, my friends, you bow to no one. That part got me more than anything. I think part of that might be the military thing. Part of that might be just, having not the greatest childhood where people die. That got me more than anything, because it's like, God, what if that's real? Like, you hope that that's real. Like you hope that maybe if this is not a computer code, if we're not in a simulation, that maybe one day that's possible. So you're not thinking about it right now. How dare you? The animal cruelty, yeah, like that sucks to watch. But the other stuff, all right, so everyone can come back now that I told to go away. But yeah, that part really sucked for me. Rosalie says, I was pretty much engaged to a Nastascia as well, happily married now. Oh, are you married to the Nastascia you're engaged to? Or is it a different one? Let me know. Empty Hero says, Guardians of the Galaxy, very sad. Mm-hmm. Empty Hero says, yeah, I'm not watching them again either for the same reasons. I feel you. Bill Gardner says, what up, man? Yo, what up, Bill Gardner? How's it going, fam? I hope you're doing well. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, Bill Gardner. Earth 2 civilians. Someone call the police. Turtle says, just hopping in and getting caught up. Please keep the fire content rolling. What are your thoughts on Saga Comics coming to Veve? Let's take a look-see. Go to the Google, Dr. Rip Studwell, and go to Saga Comics. So I would say that if they decided to do this, if they decided, like, you can't, now granted, this is the whole freaking series. Also, this is some R-rated stuff. You see boobies in here. I won't show them, But you see boobies, you see life and death, you see this is a young adult novel. Yeah. I mean, anything's possible. If you have Happy Tree friends on here, anything is possible. So, can we get in touch with them? Can we get in touch with them? Turtle says, it seems like Happy Tree friends might have opened the door to adult content. I 100% believe so as well. Yeah, baby. I can't wait. Zebukaz says, I know maybe 3 people who trust crypto and maybe 1 who understands Web3. This idea that you can jump straight into Web3 is ridiculous. Agreed. 100,000% there. Well, I'm trying to think. I think what the argument is like, oh, people that are in Web3 just onboard into NFTs. Like they're, that know crypto already. People that don't know crypto, yeah, like what, 1% of the world has crypto? Like so not few people. Very few people. Charles says 53 comments and only 35 likes. Let's go, VV fam. Smash that like button. Smash it. Smash it. Bill Garner says, about to grab another million OMI. Dollar cost average is the way. This is the way. I can't wait to get to 180. I can't wait to get to 190. Once Grumpycat goes up, slowly but steadily, little by little, I'll go into the OMI. It'll be a slow. I mean, I won't go and just liquidate like $8,000 to go in and get like 11 million OMI. It'll be like, okay, 1,000 here, 2,500 there. It'll be slow but steady. I mean, I guess at that point, if we have tens of millions in volume, you're not really gonna mess up the. You're not really gonna mess up the. Not gonna have the. Taking out $10,000 won't be a huge. Not that it would anyway. Because again, Grumpycat's doing some things that are not necessarily things that you would expect from a meme coin. It will have utility in the future. It already has a tier 1 law firm. This, I think, could really have some legs, and I think 100 million is not only possible but probable, and I think that could be just the beginning. So I would be remiss if I sold all of my bag. I would probably. I'd like to keep half, maybe. I'd like to keep about. By the time at $100 million market cap, I'd probably like to keep like 25, 30K in there. Give or take. Yeah, that seems fair. What we got here? Prince Toby says, I'm excited for the Happy Little Tree Friends drop. After some background searching, according to their own canon lore, they're a bunch of stupid idiots that do dumb things and are very violent and gory. Yes, 100,000% yes. Prince Toby says, also, when I watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with my friends, I combined a slice of pizza with lime-flavored nacho chips. That I like so far. Combining that with lime-flavored nacho chips and chocolate donuts... Oh, let me think. All right, hold on. The lime and the donut... Oh. Okay, so the pizza with lime, cool. The pizza with the chocolate donut, I can dig. Chocolate and cheese, I feel like go very well together. But the lime with the donut, I don't know if I would like... Well, they're lime flavored. It's not just limes. I don't know. I mean, I'd eat it. But, would I enjoy it to the max? I don't know. And the little caramel candies. Not really a fan of... I actually like caramel, but for whatever reason, I always feel it, like, sticking to my teeth. So I don't really like it for that reason. But, I love Milky Ways. That was my favorite candy bar when I was a little kid. But then, braces, I was like, hard to brush around and stuff. Yeah. Bill Garner says, I grabbed a 576 secret rare today in the market for $3.99. Nice. And a number 191 common for 125 plus 4 on the drop. It's a great day, dude. You got a great day. Jelly. Post. Get out of here. Oh my god, there's so many things. I have to X out and I have to... Okay, nope. What is dummy? I don't know what dummy is. Check. Oh my god, there's so many of these meme coins. The meme coins they're going nuts. They're going crazy. Margelosa says different women now. Gotcha. Different women. Gotcha. Bill Garner's up to 459 civilians on Earth too. I've created life. Get it. All right. We're gonna go and we're gonna take a look at this comic here. that had dropped today. I really do want, but they're... I would write the rare ultra rare, guys. Listen, this artwork, this exclusive artwork to Veve is so heckin' cool. Also, she's bae. How much is 409 for the secret rare? Okay. Oh, accidentally did high to low. I want addition low to high. 386. Damn, 386 is 10K. All right, so we're gonna go on the common. Common's $8. Nice. I'm gonna go low to high on the common. Wow, number 186 is $2,400. I am not gonna get that. Number 190 is 230. 196 is 196. Not bad. Okay. Sub 200 is good. What was 186 the lowest one? Okay. And then we have... Ooh, 211 is the cheapest. Number 212 is $69 though. That's not bad. 212, not bad, not bad. $17 for the rare, but the sub, there's no sub to it. Oh, there's 192 for 124. All right, hold on. The rare is 192 for 124. No, 124 for 192. Yeah, the 190 is 230. And the 191 is $99. So the rare with exclusive artwork is 125 for the number 192. Oh, I want that so bad. Oh God. Oh God. No, I don't need it. I need it for Happy Tree Friends tomorrow. I do not need this comic. I do not need this comic. Guys, stop me. Stop me. Oh God, no. I don't need a Dashi. What should I do? No, I'm not gonna simp for her. No, I want to simp for her. I don't need to. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Somebody better go get that because that was the best deal that I've seen so far. Okay, let me take a look at the ultra rare. I feel like that's really good. I literally almost just bought that. I didn't. Okay, low to high. You can get a number ultra rare. 69 for the 240. Nope, nope. That's a really good. Because the ultra rare by itself is just $48. And it's you can't get them. All right, so how many are below the 192? There are 3 below 192. There's 186, 190, 191 that are 2,400, 230 for 190, and then the 999 for number 191, and then 196 for 196. Okay, all right, but the uncommon, I don't even know if that has any under 200. It doesn't. 211. Now, just because it's the best bang for your buck doesn't mean that who bought it? Who bought it? One of you bought it. I know you did. And in all reality, I should have gotten that. I had the funds. I just, haste makes waste. I should have gotten that. Oh God, I'm so pissed now. Who bought it? Somebody comment who bought it. I know one of you bought it. I know one of you motherfuckers bought it. Sorry. Martelewski says, what you said about Guardians 3 makes me understand the kind of person you see, Randy. You're a gem. The person you are. All. Thank you. But seriously, who got that? Who got that comic? Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of that because that was very nice. Thomas Bro, you got it. Dude, dude. I don't hate you. I'm just very jealous of you. That was a really good move. And I should have gotten that. Oh my God. That was the best bang. The best bang for your buck that cause now I can't, that moment will live in infamy in my brain forever. Cause now the lowest mint on the rare is $259. A full 67 mints above yours. And it's $300. Man, and there's no uncommons for less than under the 200 mint. And there's only 3 of the commons, and they're way too freaking high. Now, I mean, if I really wanted to, I can get the 190 for 230, but that's so much. Like, that's, oh God, that's $105 more than you paid for yours. I really should have gotten that. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why am I so stupid? Why am I so? I'm gonna. Thomas, especially you made me do it. Thomas, that is a really good buy. And again, why I liked that one over the common is because the rare and ultra rare is exclusive artwork to Veve. See, this is why you watch my channel, because when I fail to act, you can go in and step in for me, and you guys can get these really good deals. I'm happy it went to someone that's in the real Randy Chavez community. Oh man, I won't call you out and like be like, yo, this guy got it, but I have to make sure. All right, now I'm gonna know, Thomas. Now I know your name. I will contact you when Omi moons, and I'm gonna pay a ridiculous price for that because it's that's a I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. That's a good one. And if I were to if I would have a better week at work, I would have gotten one. I'd get the 190, but like let's just look at this. How do you not fall in love with those eyes? Like oh my heckin' goodness. Oh, you get to look at that artwork. So freaking beautiful. A white background too. Yeah, the pink kind of overpowers in the pink one. Yeah, 192 is definitely the lowest rare. Omar's is nice. There's none of, and I really like the exclusive artwork also. I'm super. Oh, why am I so freaking stupid? Why do I do this to myself? Why? the lowest secret rare is 386. And that guy that you bought it from, Andy, he has extraordinarily fair market values for his stuff. They're always valued at exceed. Like I can message him right now. I'll message him right now on Telegram. He's called something different on Telegram. Oh no, I was so close to buying that rare comic, but someone else on stream beat me to it. Great price. Oh god, I'm gonna think about that for a long time. Like that's gonna be Mark is like, Randy's dying, save him. I'm very jealous. I'm very happy. You know how when you defeat Lance of the Elite Four in the Pokemon games, he's like, I'm not sad that I lost. I'm happy. Happy that I witnessed the rise of a great new champion. Like, you did it. You beat me to it. You did it. You done good. That'll do, big. That'll do. And look, he's got the number 212 for $70. Now, I'm not going to get that one because, I won't. But and I'm not going to get the 190 for 230. If it was like 150, maybe I would. But, again, it's not that exclusive artwork. That exclusive artwork is something that's really, really special to me. Because, like, that's, yeah, the rest of the world kind of knows familiar, but this is Veve's. Like, this is something it's Veve's own. Tell us this when transfers are back, but yeah, you'll get compensated well. You'll get compensated well for it. Put it in your kids' college fund. You'll get a good one for that. You'll get a good one. Mark is like, Randy's dying. That was such a good dude. I'm gonna be sitting like in my bed. I'm on bed now. But this will be me in like 2 hours. Be like, I should have done it. I should have done it. Oh, that's true. 212 New York City. That's a good point. That is a good. What was that? Was that the rare or the ultra rare? It was not the. There's no way it was the ultra rare. Oh God, where was it? Uncommon. Oh, well, okay, I'll settle for second best, and I'll get the one that's the 212. That's true. I didn't even think about that, Omar. All right, so I got that. 212 is best for. Yeah, I would say 212, 919, 516. What is the 516? Hold on. What area code is Gwen Spidey in? What area code does Spidey Gwen come from? Where's Spider Gwen from? Queens. Okay, so Queens area. Oh God, I put 8. Queens area code. Oh, 718 and 917. I fudged up. And 347. Okay, hold on. 212 area code. I feel like is. Well, the 212 area code does cover all 5 boroughs of New York City. That was part of the creation of the North American Numbering Plan, 1947. There was signed 212, 315, 518, 716. At the time, the 212 area code covered all 5. Covered all 5 boroughs in New York City. As telephone scams became more popular, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, eventually the Bronx, adopted 718. And 922 became exclusive to Manhattan. Today, 212 phone numbers are only become available when customers give them up. Yeah, it's a good. I mean, I still got it though. 516 is Long Island. I guess 3631 is also like Eastern Long Island. Jesse says, "What's up, Randy? 4chan Moon incoming?" Yes. I would say the 4chan guys are working. Like we're working really hard. Let me go and see what the 4chan. I went over the 4chan token before. It has a little over 200,000 in volume right now. Had a pretty good hour. Had some nice green candles on this last hour. That's pretty legit. Oh, Jesse says, I'm one of the guys. Well, hello. Yeah, we're totally going to be mooning. Again, we have that. I don't know how much has been raised in that wallet for, well, I mean, you have that for I don't want to say for devs because like there are no devs. It's completely community driven. But that wallet will be for exchanges, and I guess if you need 20K for there, that's fine. Was it like 10 ETH? We'll get that at some point. So be advised, Jesse, I am in very much in Veve and OMI. I have a daytime job now, which I didn't. But I do. Oh, there's 0.6 in. All right, so there's 0.6 ETH in there. Okay, so there's not a ton in there. So we can get. So we need 9.4 ETH. Again, which is fine. And obviously, you could put in 8 ETH now as ETH goes up. Oh, that 8 ETH is suddenly 20K. But you don't just want that for one. You really want to have a war chest. So I think it'd probably be prudent, probably behoove us to get a little bit more than that, maybe like 35, 40 in there. And then we start to get them. Oh, 0.6. Oh, so close to 6.9. Prince Toby says, list of funny quotes I've documented from your past few streams. This book contains boobies, Jones, barbecue and foot massage, and Prince Toby, you're giving me hope for this new generation. Yes, I'm so glad that you have you have a book of my quotes. I have to show my friend Megan that. She has a book of my quotes too. Jones, barbecue and foot massage, Jones, barbecue and foot massage. Sorry. Oh wow, I have a lot of messages to get back to. 20K for a CEX listing. Okay. I mean, ideally I'd like to get more 4chan token before we get there, but yeah, if we move beforehand, that's fine. So let's set up a meeting on your next live. So Jess, I was thinking about this weekend doing a 12 or 16 hour live stream specifically for like a Grumpycat versus 4chan. Hey, link down below for the Grumpycat a Grumpycat wallet and the 4chan wallet, and whoever raises more money wins. Like that type of something like that. I've set up meeting on the next live. I'll get with the team and reach out to you on Twitter. Sweet. Sleeping. My bae. Sleeping. Guess you missed it. All right, so sleeping. I'm going to talk to you right now and you alone. Guess what just happened? So we were talking about Spidey Gwen, right? And with the Spidey Gwen, we were talking about the comic, and I was just looking at the common, and the one common that I think will probably get bought at some point is the number 190 for $230, because that's the cheapest. That's the lowest mint. That's the cheapest that can. There's number 196 for 196, but if you're gonna spend close to $200, spend the extra $34 and get the 190. You know? Yes, Sleep. I'm talking to you. And then I went through all the ones to see which one was the lowest. Like, oh, which one is the lowest mint on all of these comics? And then I saw on the rare was number 192 for $124. And I was like, oh, I should get that. And then I was so close to buying it. And then I didn't. And then our boy up there, Thomas Byram, bought it. And I was like, oh, he bought it. So after he bought that, I was like, okay, what's the next best mint that is currently going to be the cheapest? And it's number 212, a New York area code, that I bought for $69. I'm going to comment nice down below for the 69. And that has been my night so far, sleeping. I love Gwen Stacy. She is bae. I really wish I got that rare, that exclusive artwork. I will pay for that at some point. I already have a deal worked out. Oh, Daily Bugle is Manhattan. Nice. It says, let's set up a meeting on your next live. Yes, of course. You can DM me on the Twitter. Bill Gardner says, thoughts on Paul Barron running his mouth? Oh, Bill Gardner. In the first half hour of this, I would say at like the 20-minute mark, 24-minute mark, after 20 minutes, I go over deep on what Foster had said, and his thoughts put into tweets have summed my thoughts up fairly well. Just a 69, nice. Sleeping Comics has some great ones. The rare and ultra rare are so good. Dude, I know. I'm so jealous. Those exclusive artworks I think are very undervalued for a lot of the VB stuff, not just this. Big A says I bought a 3-digit ultra rare Gwen today for $48. Yo! Oh, congrats, Big A. It's number 969. Nice. I love that. Oh, this is you. Oh god. I have so many people that are missing. Hey. Trophy. Oh god. Yes. On stream. Oh god. Stream on already on stream. Oh god. Jesse did. Oh, hey. Oh, people are coming in. Pull out. That's your name, pull out. I'm speaking with Randy on his live right now. Just call me Pull Out. All right, Pull Out. That. Oh, you have a cute doggy. Oh, he looks like Paul Anka. You'll know who Paul Anka is if you watch Gilmore Girls. I don't know if you do or not, but yes, that is the name. Yeah, so I cover a lot of 4chan toga. Oh, I have this story. I might even make this video tonight. After this, it's about how 4chan helps stop ISIS. And no, this is not a clickbait. This is not like you're lying. I was there. Like, I was in the Middle East when this happened. I got emails about this. I have to go and really talk about what things I can say and what things I can't. I don't think this was ever classified. I'll talk about everything that's public and some of the stuff that I can say that is private. But yeah, it's a real thing. Alex coining 2203. Yeah, it's a real thing. And just to be part of this history is beautiful. So I tried to research it before. There's very little information on it, like on the internet. But yeah, 4chan literally helped stop like an ISIS training ground. It helped stop like some very bad people. Like 4chan got people murked, and it was great. That was a lot of fun. That was I wish it was in 2016. Someone just messaged me on, I think, Twitter or wherever. Like, when were you deployed? It was 2016. So I was in the Middle East when this happened, and I was like, it was wild. Again, I'll do a video tonight. on it, and then I'll just be like, this is why I support 4chan token. Anyway, we'll get to some more comments here. Dude, big. All right, so Big A bought the ultra rare Gwen, 48. That's amazing. All right, and you did it with for a 3-digit. Okay, let's take a look at some of these 3 digits because it's $46 for the floor right now. You can get 90, 79, 60. Oh no, 79 is the cheapest 3-digit for the ultra rare. Anyway, it's nice. I should have got that. I should have got that instead of the 2-digit, the 3-digit 212. You know, the for the uncommon. But again, that'd be my bad. Okay, moving on. Sleepin says, wow. Prince Toby says, Randy quotes part 2. Ah, my hip. Ow, my hip. And the second quote is way too inappropriate to write, so let your mind think of what it was. Out of the hundreds of hours, probably over 1,000 hours that I've spent on here, maybe thousands of hours, it could be any number of things. I don't know. 4chan squad in the house. Bill Gardner says, sleeping. I see you on that secret rare list next to me. Alex Coney says, everyone on here. Jessica says, it's Bernadoodle. Oh, Bernadoodle. Wait, a Bernese poodle? Bernadoodle? Sleepin's got 30 commons and 20 uncommons. Yo, Sleepin going hard. Volter666 says, 4chan fire. Volt, fire. Sleepin Comics got a secret rare. Very nice. Alex says, I've heard of this. Yeah, 4chan did a good thing. 4chan does a couple of decent things. Iceman says, Randy, 4chan and Volt. Sleepin Comics says, Bill Garner, thanks. Iceman says, we appreciate you as a real one. Oh, cheers. Oh, Alex was deployed in 2016 as well. Where were you deployed? 2016 was a very, very interesting year. You had, I think, the ISIS thing with 4chan happened around the same time as Harambe. Like, it happened, like, within a week of each other. And, yeah, it was... It was insane. It was wild. I had to put that in my video. And then you had... I don't know when the Turkey attempted coup d'etat was. And then you had clowns in Long Island. You had the presidential election. 2016 was a wild, wild time. That was the best and worst year for a lot of reasons. Alex says, you're deployed. Big A says, Gwen, been dropping in past 2 hours. There weren't any 3-digit ultra rare an hour ago under 100. Not selling, but might need to stack more. Ooh, yo, Alex was in Iraq. Alex, you were a real one. That's OIR or OEF? I always get the two mixed up. I could have sworn that I was in Enduring Freedom and Inherent Resolve was in, you know, like the combat places, but then I think it changed. I don't know. I have to look that up, but I never I could have sworn that I was in Enduring Freedom and Inherent Resolve was like where a lot of the action was. And then so you were in Inherent Resolve. See, that makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, I can never remember. Because I work so closely with all those people and everyone. Anywho, I've been going on for about an hour and a half, so this has been a really good live stream. Thank you everyone for coming. I'm gonna go make that 4chan video because I like it. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashie. Bye-bye, Dashie. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow. Thank you for the super chat, my collectibles. Meow, 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 Randy.